Hi, this is John Gold, and I'm here outside of the United Artists Theater in King of Prussia, where World Trade Center is showing. This is the opening weekend, and I'm here with Joe. Joe, do you think that the government told us everything there is to know about 9/11?
Absolutely not.
What do you think they're omitting? What do you think they're not telling us?
I think that there's definitely a lot of cover-up involved, especially with, I don't remember the flight number, the one that supposedly crashed in Pennsylvania.
Flight 93.
Flight 93. And I definitely think that there was more than 2 explosions that happened at the towers.
At the World Trade Center.
Absolutely.
Well, number one, World Trade Center 7 was brought down later in the afternoon. It wasn't even mentioned in the 9/11 report. What do you think the media could do to expose this?
I think that...
Or what do you think about the fact that the media hasn't done anything to expose this?
Well, I think that they're restricted by the government, and I absolutely think that there would be serious repercussions. And I think a lot of the news companies are working in conjunction with the government, either by choice or by force, and that they can't say, whether they want to say it or not, they can't. And I think that independent news, apart from major corporations, is really the only way that truth can get out as far as 9/11.
What do you know about the 9/11 Commission itself?
I don't know anything about it.
You don't know much about it?
No, I don't.
Okay. What stands out to you the most as far as being something that would imply government complicity? The trade towers, the Flight 93 crash, the debris field, I guess.
What do you mean by government complicity?
Well, a lot of people are alleging that there was government complicity in the attacks. What do you think is the biggest piece of evidence that would indicate that?
I think some of the things that stood out to me the most were the size of the hole in the Pentagon from the supposed plane crash, and how it doesn't correlate at all with if a plane were to actually hit.
What about the fact that the Pentagon was able to be hit at all, seeing as how it sits in the most defended airspace in the world?
I absolutely think that.
And the fact that it was hit 34 minutes after the second tower was hit, which is a good indication that America is under attack, and yet the Pentagon still managed to get hit 34 minutes afterwards.
I think that's very strong evidence to the fact that somebody, as far as the government is concerned, knew what was going to happen and did nothing to stop it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time, Joe. Okay, this is John Gold. I'm here with everyday American citizen at the United Artists Theater in King of Prussia. Are you, by chance, going to see World Trade Center?
Yeah.
Do you think that the government withheld information, lied to the American people about the story that they put forward?
Every day.
Every day?
Mm-hmm.
What aspects of it do you think they lied about?
With that, pretty much the dealings they have with them, and the reasoning for it, and the fact that we're constantly fed every day. Just the other day, the television kept repeatedly saying about why we now need to worry about going on planes because of what just happened. That's another example of it. They're going to keep putting it through the media over and over and over. I want to see how long it takes for now the terror thing to be taken off. I just heard it on the news again. The same thing that happened, they're basically, it isn't 9/11 again, but it's happening again and again and again.
As President Bush said, it's a great reminder that we're still facing danger in the world.
Yeah, well, when are you not?
Exactly.
That's all you gotta say.
Did you cover or did you follow the 9/11 Commission at all?
Did I? No, not really.
No.
I think I've been like kind of, when I'm watching, I watch media and what it pushes forth in general, not just with politics, but I don't even know if you can really avoid politics in
Do you think it's interesting that the very organization, the government, elements within our government, are lying to us about 9/11, and yet they appear to be the ones who benefited the most from 9/11?
I don't know if it's only them that have, but they usually.
So it's them. It's Israel benefited from it. Britain has benefited from it.
Anyone that the United States deals with is going to benefit it with their friends of the United States, because that's that's the whole point of why it probably happened in the first place. But
Do you think we should reopen the investigation?
yeah, yeah.
You do?
It's always, I always think it's good to reinvestigate things, because normally the people that are supposedly nuts when
Right.
they're doing stuff like what you're doing right here, not really that nuts. I think you have normal people that walk around every day, which is why I changed my mind about doing it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The family members, the Jersey Girls who fought for the creation of the commission, recently declared them derelict in their duties. What do you think? How does that make you feel?
The fact that they would call the government derelict in their duties.
The 9/11 Commission itself, they called the 9/11 Commission derelict in its duties.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't really be as blunt saying that, because I haven't done enough following up on it. But that would be, I'd have to say that's a feeling I carry around with me, with more than just with 9/11. So I
They
I
deserve
don't have
better.
very much trust in the government. I haven't, but
So you agree that
Bush
they-
is the
that-
prime example of it now.
You agree that they deserve better than they got?
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm here with another everyday American citizen who's going to see World Trade Center.
Sure.
Okay. Do you think the government told us everything there is to know about 9/11?
I don't think we've been told everything that happened.
Why do you think they would lie to us?
Because I think that if they were to tell us everything, that it would cause a kind of a havoc, and it would cause a mistrust amongst the government a little more than there already is.
What do you think about the fact that the very people who lied to us have used that very day to invade Afghanistan, Iraq, to take away our civil liberties? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really outraged. I'm appalled that we say that we live in a free country, and it's what's the price of our freedom? I don't want you to shoot my face in fear of ramifications of what this might have for me in the future.
Isn't that a shame?
That's a big shame.
Do you think that the media has been fair in their coverage of the 9/11 truth movement?
I think the media is a very manipulative tool, and there's a lot of money that's involved with the media. So there's no really free press for the people. So it's what certain people with deeper pockets want covered. That's the stories that we're gonna be told.
Right. Well, again, is there anything you wanted to say?
I support what you're doing, and I hope you have a lot more people who are able to interview.
Thank you very much.